Hello, my beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honesty Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for a daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemist of our lives. So if you are tired of creating vision boards that never come true, this channel is for you. All right, y'all, let's get into it. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence. And I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne the God, it will not stop me. Angel number 28. Make sure that you check out the description box below. There's always additional guidance, angel numbers, as well as information about me, booking at honestlysis.com. Angel number 44. Oh, y'all getting some good numbers. All right, God, what do we need to know today? What potential blocks may be in the way of us, that's stopping us from, that's preventing us to become the alchemists of our lives, bringing heaven on earth, or just doing magic in public? What potential blocks may be in the way? What potential manifestations may be on the way? How can we get to our happily ever after? Make it as clear as possible. Angel number 111. All right, you guys should be very mindful of your thoughts because it seems like things are picking up things are picking up very quickly for you. So, all right. So the two cards that came out for you guys, this message is going to be all about going after things that are true to your heart. As I told you, to be very mindful about your thoughts because your thoughts is what's manifesting in your world. So if you are focused on things that hurt you, or if you're focused on being the victim, or if you focus on how the world doesn't get you, all you're going to do is manifest more of that into your life. And so God is saying, instead of focusing on the victim mentality and sort of allowing other people's to be the star of your movie, he's asking you today, take your power back and focus on the growth and where you are headed. But don't take my word for it. We're going to go ahead and get some tarot out here. Guys, make sure that you check out our monthly reads. This is kind of like a mini monthly read, what I typically do. All right, God, clarify this message for us about growth. How can we overcome victim mentality and not focus on the things that hurt us, that hurts our heart, and just focus on where we are headed? How can we overcome this, God? Make it as plain as possible. How can we overcome it? All right. I mean, this makes a lot of sense. So he's asking us, so how do we overcome how do we overcome the victim mentality? God is saying, become the queen of cups. The queen of cups is someone who is able, you see, it's like the light in the darkness. She's in the moonlight, but she's not phased. She still feels sexy and feminine, and like she doesn't have any hair, but yet you still feel her sensualness. Her hair could actually be off in the wind. You don't know, but she's just the shit. And when I look at this, sometimes I think about, like, you know, those cancer patients who decide, or not even a cancer patient, just women who decide to just go bald and just to show the beauty of their face because they're not, they're not a victim or a slave of their hair. So I feel like what God is saying is to just embrace who you are, like embrace who you are without the makeup, without the weaves, without all of that stuff. Like, I remember I hated the movie Happy to Be Nappy because I felt like it was like she had her boyfriend break up with her, and then all of a sudden she wanted to like impress him and get her hair better. I don't know, like I just felt like her story was shallow, and there is just so much deeper than that. Like when I went natural, I didn't go natural because of any man. I actually went natural because I was mentoring at the time, and I was around high school seniors, and I was like wearing like these natural weave styles, which is so anyways, I was wearing these natural weave styles, but I was around these high school students who were just like so confident and so bold in their natural hair, and they really made me feel like why am I hiding? Why am I afraid to like just embrace the beauty of who I am? And so I feel like God is saying, instead of being a victim, instead of like taking so many things to heart, instead of allowing like society and all of these expectations, like all of these pressures to fuck up your head and fuck up your heart, like what's happening right now is you're just I'm so surprised like the Three of Swords is not out here, even though the Five of Wands are out here, which is like a lot of conflict, a lot of things coming in a lot of different directions. Angel number 446, what God is saying is that you need to learn how to transmute your pain. And the way that you transmute your pain is by not being a victim, by not taking like these swords and just allowing all this to weigh on your mind, but by becoming the Queen of Cups, by really transmuting that pain. And you ask me, how do you transmute your pain? Well, you transmute your pain by writing about it, by putting it in a story, by, if you have an art, like depicting it out that way. When I first started to work on my novel, I wrote, I had 3 drafts. In my 3rd draft, I went and got a manuscript critique, and I didn't recognize it at this time, but my main character, her relationship with her mother was very synonymous, angel number 530, with my relationship with my mom. And because I wasn't able to confront some of those things, because I was like still like allowing it to weigh on me, and some of that stuff, I was actually kind of still mad at my mom. I was kind of taking the victim mentality. I wasn't able to really truly transmute my work, and the lady couldn't see the growth in it. Like, she honestly said, like, you got a good voice, all your other characters are good, but it's just something about your main character. And so when I was able to go back and like really not only confront the things and the ways that I feel about my mom, but I was able to put that into my writing, and now I just feel like a whole new person. Like, I just feel better. Like, I don't know, like when I finished my book, it just felt like I birthed a part of myself. And I feel like that's what God wanted you to do here, and not being a victim, and not, putting yourself, look at this is like this man and this acorn. And it's like, don't allow these bad habits, these thoughts, these limiting beliefs to have you become a prisoner, or have you like shorten and, like lessen your life. Really take control of your life and become the alchemist of your life. All right, God. Matter of fact, what is a tool that we can use to overcome these limiting beliefs? How can we overcome this victim mentality? How can we transmute our pain and focus on the growth and perfecting the vision ahead? What's the tool that we can use? God, make it as plain as possible. Angel number 704. And he said, shortages of time or money or perpetual. If you are feeling a shortages of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts. Do more things that make you feel good. Your time is a perpetual thing. Even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception as well as your results that you allow. As you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation than achieving alone. When I was reading that, I was automatically thinking, look at this, and you can earn a living doing what you love. Angel number 753. I was automatically thinking about Beyonce and how people always say, well, you have the same 24 hours of Beyonce, which is actually like, no, we don't have the same 24 hours as Beyonce, because Beyonce has gotten herself to this place where she's able to attract and, put those resources to use. Like, Beyonce probably like literally is just doing things that she want to do at this point, like ticking things off of her own checklist. And so I feel like what God is trying to get you to understand is that for you to become the Beyonce of your field, for you to, because I really feel like this is a message for artists, like in order for you to become dominant in your field, what you need to do is not focus so much on, the time, not focus so much on how long it would take, not focusing on how much money you need, not focusing on people not getting you or the conflict or people coming to you. God is saying, no, turn your focus inward, focus your intention on earning a living which you love, or focus your attention on the growth and the things that truly make you happy. If you do that, if you focus your attention on your craft instead of focusing on the money that you don't have, then God is saying you will ultimately end up in a place where you realize you can earn a living doing what you love. Angel number 9. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant domination within you. And then as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. Again, what God is saying, not focusing on what you don't have, but focusing on growth and transmuting your pain. And transmuting your pain. And then as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. There's no better way to earn money than to do the things you love. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not the choice of craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude towards the money. Angel number 952. So God, I want to know what comes to us if we learn to transmute our pain, if instead of allowing these limiting beliefs to keep us limited and boxed in, we instead focus on our growth and where are we going. We focused on earning a living, doing what we love, and knowing that we have all the time in the world. What comes for us, God? Make it as plain as possible. What comes for us? Achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Achievement comes. Underneath it, it says, society, say yes to the wonderful invitations coming your way. So let me wrap this message up in a bow. God is saying for you right now, this month, this year, maybe not this month, this year, but I feel like at least for this month or for this week, God is asking you to not be the victim, not to take the victim mentality, not to allow limiting beliefs and things from your past to weigh you down, but really to focus on the growth where you are headed and learning to transmute your pain. If you learn to transmute your pain, not focus on the time that is wasted, not focus on the money that you don't have, but focusing on earning a living, doing what you love, great achievement will come for you in society, and all of the invitations and all of the invitations and all of the growth that you ultimately want will be at your hands. Angel number 1111. But first, you have to make that choice to transmute that pain and overcome your emotions and your limiting beliefs. So will you? All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this video, please give me your key takeaway. If not, at least give me a thumbs up. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And I will see you